What's up, Nation? Rock Var broadcasting live here on Var Nation in DC Universe Online, hanging out with you on my yacht here because I've come into some money and I'm showing it by hanging out on the yacht that I just stole in DC Universe Online in Gotham Harbor. I rented it. It's a rental. That's what it is. It's from the show Down Below. If you've ever seen that, we want to be. Is that the name of it? I think it is. Below Deck. It's on the show Below Deck. We want to be. We want to rent a yacht. We will never, ever, ever be able to do that in our lives, probably. And so this is us renting a yacht, the coolest yacht we could rent. And unfortunately, it doesn't actually drive or move. There's nothing you can really do to interact with it, but, you know, it's still a yacht. What's up, Legendary Superman? Thank you for joining the stream, buddy. Tom, nice to see you. Man, your boss is going to hate me tomorrow. Sorry I'm on so late, guys. It just happened. I tried to get on earlier, and then I took a nap. And everything just goes straight to hell when I take a nap. Because I'm one of those people, like, I might as well just sleep for the rest of the night. Once I enter into naphood, there is no going back. Oh my internet's slow tonight. I hope this doesn't affect the stream. But anyway, somebody mentioned Quantum the other day during the stream, and so I got all excited about Quantum. I wanted to hear the animations and whatnot, so I went and started playing my Quantum tune, Vibe JLU, because I remembered, hey, I haven't even hit level 30 yet with this guy, and so started playing him and completely addicted to Quantum again. The little rotation that I'm using right now is so super fun that I'm not even caring about the powers that I don't have yet. I'm just burning right through ads. It's a good time. So I'm looking forward to getting this guy up to level 30 and doing some DPS work with him, hopefully. I've got another Quantum tune that I use for controlling, and I really like doing controlling with Quantum powers. But this is kind of a chance for us to learn together. Ooh, Tom, you were given second shift today. Nice, man. I'm sorry if you don't want that, but I like it. Is it permanent, or are you just kind of doing it for the time being? So here we are I said Gotham earlier, I think, in Metropolis Harbor, hanging out where the Richies hang out. I am, of course, Vibe. My power is Quantum. My movement mode is whatever you call this. Oh my. That's sad, really. Acrobatics. Oh, Tom, you're replacing someone. They've been replaced by you. That's pretty cool. And so yeah, I don't know. I'm sure whoever this dude is that owns this yacht, he's going to be pissed that I'm getting my footprints all over it. I don't think I can do any damage to the yachts. No. Sometimes I do like to come out and just kind of clean the yacht. You know, kind of creep alongside the yacht, look in the windows of the yacht, and like, hey, there's people in there doing it. That's creepy. I am sometimes a yacht stalker. So anyway, we're going over, and you can see my, I guess, goals here to the right, my missions. I'm supposed to be defeating greed demons and retrieving stolen bags of cash. Hey, I can use those I have to give them back to their owner, but I could use those stolen bags of cash to rent my yachts. So, we'll see. Tom, look at me, I can run on water. I don't know many acrobats that can run on water, but this one can. Tom wants to know, does anyone know how to get a red Nimbus aura? They said you could get it from some collection. I don't know. I'll look it up while we're talking. Hold on, I got to, my battery's low on my headset. I gotta plug it in real quick. Oh, Lida wants to know the answer to that one as well. So we'll definitely be looking that up. Let's go to our live stream control room. We have a couple new subs to thank today, guys. And so we're going to be doing that momentarily. In fact, let's go do that right now, and then we'll look up Tom's question, because I really want to know about Jesus had acrobatics. I'm not sure if Jesus in my league has acrobatics or not. I don't know what his power set is. We have Jesus' OP in our league, and he may in fact be an acrobat. He is definitely OP. There is no doubt about that. If anybody wonders, Jesus has like over 350 SP, so Jesus is OP. Now it's telling me I'm back down to 354. Yesterday I was at 356. So we have a couple new subs. Marco is a new sub. Thank you to Marco for subbing to the channel. And Class Killer is a new sub to the channel. So thank you, Class Killer, for the sub. Alright, I'm back. Lida needed stuff in the middle of my sentence. Yes, but anyway, thank you to Class Killer for joining the stream. Yeah, you can send me a pic of your tune to Twitter. Absolutely, and I will retweet you. Huh, but anyway, yeah, we had a couple of, let's see if I can see who subbed and unsubbed here. Because I swear to God I got messages about it. It was like, hey, look, you got a new sub. And I was like, oh, sweet. Wonder who that is. Class Killer was one of them. Marco was another one. Dan the Bomber was one of them. I feel like Dan the Bomber has subbed and unsubbed before, so I don't know. But anyway, if you're coming back, Dan the Bomber, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. That's my comeback song for subs. Those guys were interested in checking us out.
Run! Run! Did you look it up?
I haven't looked it up yet, Lida.
Look it up.
I will. She is very interested. All right, let me stop in a safe place. You said Red Nimbus? Let's see. I'm just going to Google it. How do you get a red Nimbus aura in DCUO? It's a temporary promotional offer on the marketplace. It says the promotional marketplace offer, which may have contained this item, was available from September 23rd to October 7th in 2014. Holy shit. Yeah, I have a red Nimbus aura. That's right. It was a booster bundle is how you got it. Is that right? Tom, is that what you were looking for? Let me check again here. Because outside of that, yeah, that's what he asked. That's how I got mine, from the booster bundle. So, back out with it again.
Whoa.
And I don't see anything listed here on the interweb about it. Tom says, I have an idea for you. At the end of the stream, you show us rotations for powers for those who are new to them to use properly. That would be good. I can do that. Let's just go ahead and say, though, that I may not be very good at them myself. But I will definitely show you what I'm doing. That's cool, man. I can show you this one. I'll wait till the end and show it to you because it's pretty cool. You'll see it. It works by gravitonally charging your enemies. I just love hearing that every time. I can't stop the flavor. Boom. I hope that this rotation does as well in higher tiered content as it does in lower. Because if you guys remember, it took me a lot more than this with water when I was fighting this stuff. Water did not work this smoothly. It was almost as though they made water so that you would have to get through the entire rotation. Like they wanted to see you cycle through every power. Anytime people leave money laying about like this is bound to happen. This goes to show people, you know, don't leave your money laying around. Put it in a bank. Don't use large duffel bags as your way to transport your money. That's really stupid. I don't know why you would ever think to do that. If you, in fact, have a large duffel bag of money in your home right now, I think you should let us know on the stream. That way we can help you better take care of your money. I know a place where you can donate that money. I actually have a link that you can follow. If you're just hanging around with large duffel bags of cash, donate to VAR Nation today. We'll take that money. Have a blast. That's my promo. Oh yeah. Oh, DCUO blog guide? Okay. That might be what I was reading from, but I'll check. That chick's just gonna cry, as I apparently am just gonna explode this money. And like, I'm just dancing in this stolen money. Here we go. Yeah, make it rain! That's money dance.
Baby needs a new pair of shoes.
Do-gooder. Let's kill it.
Don't kill it.
Thanks for stopping me. I swore to
Go rob your own truck, dirtbag.
Go rob your own truck. That's her comeback. Yeah, Shadow. We're loving the demon missions. Thanks for joining the stream, buddy. We're playing Quantum. Hey, you can weigh in here if you want to. Tom's asking us how we get the red Nimbus Aura. The last place I can find was the booster bundles in 2014 that had that. And he's thinking he heard that it might be in a collection of some kind. I am about to go look it up here as soon as I get done with... Still selling the Sandstorm for 150 million. And I tell you what, I went and looked at it. I'm not that impressed. It's cool. I watched, actually, if you want to get a real good look at it, Torakumu has a video up showing very good detail. Up close, far away, how it looks, the animation of it. It's not worth no 150 million. I'll be excited when I get it, and I'll probably wear it a couple times if I get it. But there's no freaking way, even as an Earth Tune, that I'd spend 150 million on it. I hope whoever has it up there, and I don't mean to be mean, it's only from Booster, Shadow says, and Shadow would know. And I hate to be mean, like I'm not trying to be a huge dick, but I hope that person that's got that up there for 150 million just keeps having to pay the like 400,000 or whatever it takes to put that up there. I don't know the exact numbers of it, but I'm sure it's pretty expensive. Because I'm sorry if you spent 150 million dollars on that aura. I don't know why. I mean, it's cool though. Don't get me wrong. It is cool. And if you've got 150 million to spend, have fun. But you know, you could donate that to a charity in DC Universe Online. There are charities that operate on in-game cash. And I don't know if you've ever watched a computer animated NPC starve, but it is not fun. NPCs starve every day. Look at these guys. They're out here doing this 24 hours a day, no breaks. No breaks for these guys.
Dead finger.
It's unbelievable what they go through. And you could donate some of that money to helping them. So it's for a good cause. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Shadow, it was the very first time capsule. It was the booster bundle. And that was like the gateway to the time capsules that we have now. The booster bundle came out. You could buy it on the marketplace. I don't even think it dropped in the game. You bought it in the marketplace. It had a whole bunch of cool shit in it. They didn't even give a collection. It was a flat out, you had a chance to get one of these auras. And it was like you got, because I'm pretty sure, I want to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say, Shadow, you probably did the unboxing videos on those, or whatever that is called. I'm not sure if you were doing that back then or not. I'm sorry, but because 2014, God, that was a while ago. I spent a lot of money on those booster bundles. That was back when still we had money to burn. We was burning it. Remember that, Lida? Well, all the booster bundles we got shit tons of them. And then we would go out and we would use all of the like radar enhancers and all that kind of stuff. And we would just go get a whole, just farm and farm and farm, take all that money back, spend, or sell it on the broker. Well, okay, so Lida would do it. She asked me if I had a mouse in my pocket. So Lida would go and farm and farm and farm while I was at work earning real money to support our family. And so I would come home, because at the time, I'm pretty sure you had a kind of a part-time job at the time. It was a full-time job for some people. It was a full-time job for like college students at the time that she had, and I had a real-time full-time job. And so I would come home from work and she'd be sitting there on the couch farming, following those radar enhancers, and then she'd go and she'd make us millions of dollars, and then whatever we couldn't get out of the booster bundles, then she would buy them off the broker. So that's how we got a lot of our stuff. She had I'm just teasing with her. She had a full-time job. She's upset with me now. Now she has a 24-hour-a-day full-time job. She's a stay-at-home mom. She has no breaks either, except for the breaks I give to her, and they're not many. Oh, God. But, man, those were the days. Those were the days. Yeah, some people saved them, I'm sure. That's the thing, is there was a whole bunch of people that still, because they probably had inventories full of them. That was the big rage. It was like now where you have, I don't know when they decided to start making that stuff drop from content. The boost, it'll be coming around. I mean, you won't get those auras out of a booster bundle again, I don't think. But the booster bundle itself will be back. They come back every once in a while, and it'll have different shit in it. But that was back when DCUO actually said, this is going to be a one-time thing. And they meant it. Like, that was, those were the days when they were like, this is going to be available for a limited time. Oh, limited time's over. You are fucked for the rest of your life. And that's the way it is. Like, that's the way the game was. Now they're like, it's for a limited time only, but you can buy it with loyalty points, and you can buy it off the marketplace, and you can trade it in game, and if you complete a collection, you can get it. And if you get these 3 feats in a row, followed by this, whatever, you can also get it. Back then it was like, this is it. This is it. So, I don't know. But honest to God, I do hope they bring it back, because I hear my wife talk about that one every day almost. She wants that for Bodhi's tune so bad. And I was rage, I think, when that came out. So I was like, I gotta have it. Because at the time, the only, the most kick-ass aura I think I had was the Plasmic. And then, wasn't the Nimbus aura actually named after a dude from PvP? Wasn't it? And I don't know if I'm saying this right, but wasn't it Nimbus Yash? Nimbus Yash? Wasn't there like a actual PvP tournament, and the winner got an aura named after them, and it was him? And so then they made the Nimbus aura? Or am I just completely like smoking crack on that? Lida thinks I'm smoking crack. I remember that. Maybe I just remember it in a haze. The purple haze that I lived in. It might have been that. I don't know, but
I swore to protect and serve, not loot and pillage.
I don't know. Oh, Shadow says he doesn't think it was actually named after him. Well, Shadow would know. I just I think that was like one of the first people that I actually noticed in the game who had, you know, they had a name. And so I was like, holy shit, they named that ore after him. That's probably what I did. I was like, I don't know.
Thanks for stopping. Hope I don't lose my badge for this.
But then there was also, yeah, they probably. But then there was also a lot of YouTubers at the time too that would like take random credit for shit. They'd be like, "Oh, it was like Muhammad Ali." They'd be like, "I'm the greatest thing that ever happened to DCUO."
Protect and serve, not loot and pillage.
They named the game after me. My name is DCUO. Oh shit. Tom said, "Funny thing is, I saved up from before old capsules, Amazon, Cordian, and etc." I know, man. I still have a shit ton of the original time capsules that are just named Time Capsule. And I thought about selling them on the marketplace, but then, or on the broker, but then I always think, well, what if there's something in there I want? You know? What if I need to open that for some reason? Because I haven't collected most anything out of those. Hey, Magenta 13. Sorry, I'm going to pass. Because I'm so randomly playing that I hate to just... I'll tell you what happens to me a lot, and maybe it happens to you all too, is I'm out in the open world just kind of like doing what I do, which for the most part is watching something on Netflix while I'm playing the game, so, or on the computer or whatever. So I'm kind of playing. I'm like, there are days where I'll be serious and I'll just really play the game, but there's a lot of times where I'm just logged in and I'm just kind of hanging out because I just feel unnatural if I'm not in the game somehow. And so like I'll be sitting here, it'll be like 1 in the morning, I'll just be standing in the game watching Netflix or whatever, and I get a random group invite from out of nowhere, and I'm just like, I used to be like, oh, okay, well, now I'm gonna actually try to help, and for the most part it's like the 411 or the 333 or, you know, whatever, the 410, and they're all trying to group up to accomplish a goal, right? But when you get that person who just keeps spam inviting you as you're standing there, eventually I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm taking the invite and I'm just going to stand here and collect the shit. And I'm sorry if that makes me a bad person or something in their eyes, or like lazy. But the way I look at it is, I didn't ask to be in your group. I didn't want to be in your group. In fact, I declined being in your group 2 times. So now I'm just going to reap the rewards of being in your group. And I've actually finished that entire thing doing that. Just because, like, or most of the time when that happens, though, it's like I get an invite and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, I can do that. And then I get into whatever I'm watching and I forget that like a half an hour's gone by and I'm still standing in the same spot. I look up and I'm like, oh, look at that, I just got loot. Sweet. So let that be a lesson to all of you spam inviters that don't like ask or care if someone's interested in actually doing the mission that you're doing. Sometimes they're not. And sometimes they're just gonna stand there and collect your shit. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, I just am. And that's my food for thought for this stream. Oh gosh, that was like those people that start things, well, anytime you start a conversation out being like, I'm not trying to be a dick, well, then you probably are. You probably are a dick, my friend.
Citizens are attacking every hot dog cart they see.
Hey, it's Officer Keaton.
We gotta keep them from eating themselves to death.
Oh, this is one of my favorite missions. I was hoping I got to help keep them from eating themselves to death by eating myself to death. But that's not the case whatsoever. Yeah, that's true, Tom. If you get all that stuff, you get feat points, so that's why I'm a little hesitant to sell those, because I'm always thinking, like, at any time, DCUO can give us stabilizers, and they do from time to time. You know, there are those times when they're just like, oh, looky here, it's a bonus stabilizer weekend. And I'm like, sweet, because I haven't gone and done that mission in like forever. Or they'll be like, hey, there's a sale on stabilizers on the marketplace. And I'm like, oh, sweet, because I haven't done that mission in like forever. And so then I get something cool out of a box, and which sparks me to go ahead and start doing the mission again for a little while until I get bored, and then I don't do it. And so that's why I don't get rid of time capsules, because you could end up with stabilizers, and you could end up with some feats or some other randomly cool stuff, because this game is just so full of cool stuff that most of the time I don't even know about until someone brings it up, like this aura that the Sandstorm aura that you guys were talking about. I didn't pay attention that existed, and then all of a sudden, boom, everybody's talking about it, and now I want it. So I cannot wear it, because Light of hopes I never get it. You know what? Go back to work. Your break is over. Go tend to our son. Oh shit. He's actually tending to himself a whole lot more these days. No, I know you're watching. I'm just saying it's not like it was a year ago when he was a baby and like he depended on you for everything. Now he can walk across the house if he wants to. He can put food in his own mouth. He can take his own diaper off, which he likes to do. He's his father's son. He keeps trying to whip it out in public, and he's like, I'm like, what are you doing, son? And he stands there and makes grunting noises and takes his own diaper off. I went outside earlier today. I think I went to get food or something. I came back. I pulled up in the car, got out of the car, walked into the yard, looked up. The screen door was open, or like the door was open, but the screen door was closed. So he's standing in the screen door. You can barely see his head, and all I can see is a big old smile on his face. And I was like, hey, what are you doing? And my wife is like taking his diaper off. He was standing there at the door peeling his pants off. I was like, you're awesome. He's my soulmate. Jack Plays, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Today was my first hard day back at work. I mean, I'm always at work, but today was my first like real, we're back in the season. The enrollment period has begun. It's the season for energy shots and migraines and bloody eyeballs and sore typing fingers. Today was the first day, really, of the season, and it's not too bad. It wasn't too bad today. This will be the easiest day in the entire 2-month period. Come and talk to me on December. I'll just give you fair warning. If stream day falls on December 7th, I will not be there, because I will be working until like 2 a.m. Unless I take the next day off, or the next day happens to fall on a Saturday, and then I'll do like a 3 a.m. happy AEP is over stream, and but I won't be able to talk, because literally all I'll be able to do once that thing ends is drink. Jack, you are slightly late, but that's alright, man. We're a half hour in. Not too bad. You still got a half hour of joyous minion of gluttony beating left. What are you telling me? Lida was telling me something. Oh yeah, also Bodhi likes to clean. He takes, if he finds things like a washcloth or something, he will walk around and use it to clean the floor. Or he'll get a baby wipe, and right now he's cleaning his toy monkey. He's such a good guy. I mean, I can't wait till he's old. He loves watching me run the vacuum. I can't wait another 2 years. We will be doing nothing. And Bodhi will be cleaning the house and doing the yard. It will be awesome. My job. I recruit insurance agents to sell insurance to people ages 65 and older, so old people insurance, Medicare stuff. And at this time of year, I go from recruiting, which is talking on the phone and hamming it up with insurance agents who are quite cool and interesting to talk to, and whoa, I got a feat. And I go to basically data processing. As these agents all submit the applications for the insurance policies that they're writing, we process them and send them to the insurance companies. And so, and there's like time limits and stuff on it, because the government largely runs Medicare. And so there's rules like from the date that an agent signs an application, it has to be turned into the plan within so many hours and blah, blah, blah. So we have, once they send it to us, we have a finite amount of time to do what we have to do. So it's kind of like you work until there's no more to do that day, kind of a thing. But I saw, yes, Jack, I did see the Black Panther trailer. I have to admit now, apparently I knew nothing about Black Panther, because that trailer just completely befuddled me, and it was awesome. He may be one of the coolest characters in the Marvel Universe. Tom says, in my country we call that another pain in the ass. It is true. It is true. We call it that here too. Unfortunately, though, in our country, it's a mandatory pain in the ass. So, yeah, gotta love that.
I wanted to help people, not.
But I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately, because I have a pretty kick-ass job as a result of it. Yeah, bud.
Good job, baby.
He's still cleaning.
Delicious.
The hand. I just like jumping and flipping. Oh, I gotcha. Am I still supposed to be yes. I am still supposed to be beating down demons. Demons! Yeah, I do, Tom. I'm sorry, buddy. I definitely don't have that problem.
Thanks for slapping some.
Ooh, looky here, the Avatar of Sin. But you're getting closer. Your clock is ticking, buddy. You're getting closer and closer to living the dream. I feel like we should have a countdown going on the stream. You should provide us with one every once in a while. Like how many days and hours it is until you move. Because we're going to have a celebration for you on the stream. And we definitely have to have a It's Your First Night there stream. Like maybe once you get internet up and everything. When you get your new salary and you're living the high life, I want you to invest in a microphone so I can have you on the stream, and you can tell us all about the kick-ass beers in your country. That would be sweet. Damn, he's on a cleaning spree. Bode, if you can get to my desk here, it needs a cleaning. Oh, I got a skill point too. Nice. Let's beat down these wrathful citizens, then we'll get our skill point. Oh yeah, it'll take a while, Tom says, when he buys PC. Yeah, you gotta... How'd your cord issue go? Is it still a problem? There's nothing worse than having a jacked up looking monitor. I cannot stand it. I found out that my T-Con board on my LCD TV is fucked, and I have to replace it. It's not completely gone. It works correctly most of the time, but sometimes it just polarizes the screen, and it's real annoying. I can't deal with it when it happens, and so at some point, I'm either going to have to get a new TV or I'm going to have to fix that stupid board. And I've never done that before, but I was reading about it, and it seems like it's way over my head. It's not really way over my head. I think it's just way over my capacity to sit still and focus for that period, or for whatever period of time it's going to take. Like, I'm going to get angry and probably break my TV and not really want to, but it's going to happen. So, yeah, that sucks. Hey, let's get some skill points. I still haven't maxed out. See, I haven't got the crits or anything. I've only got 15 skill points with this guy.
Greetings.
But also, I was at the when I was at the police station earlier, I went ahead and bought all of the I think it's schoolyard outfit. Hey, look, these guys are fighting the Avatar and dying, so I guess I don't want to jump in this fight. I'll waste my supercharge on him. And now I'm out of power. No! If I had quantum tunneling, I'd pick that dude up, but I don't, so I won't. And shit, that's a bad angle. Flip through the air. Man, acrobatics is fun. Flip through the air. Flip back through the air. Oh, it was a DCUO problem. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Are these actual players? Jack says, "Are you a Jack player?" I'm not sure I know what that means. I might be. Please elaborate. Oh, we still need more. More wrath demons, more corrupted citizens. Oh, means you're subbed to my channel. I think so. If I'm not, I will be, man. I try to sub back to everybody, and I'll say what my one of my stepdads used to say: "If I ain't, I ought to be." How's that? And I will be again, but I think I am. I'll check that out after the stream, though. If not, you got to sub, buddy. Because I'm pretty sure you're subbed to me. And I try to do the gentle thing, the gentlemanly thing. Light is laughing. She knows better. My definition of gentleman's a little bit different, you know, but I feel like I'm a gentleman.
Unthinkable. I hate violence. No hard feelings, right? How dare you?
People just leave citizens laying around all unhelped.
Thanks for slapping.
All one over here. Man, I just love that. I love watching that move. Feels awesome. I wonder, did they ever get the demon feet in the Trigon's prison area? Or not Trigon's prison area, what is it, Gotham? Can't remember what it's called now. You know. What the hell is that? No! How dare you? She's trying to feed me this fake ice cream. It's gross. It is. It's disgusting. Okay, tell me the flavor of it first. Strawberry. It's strawberry flavored ice cream. But it's made from coconut milk. And so when you take a bite of it,
Strawberry.
you taste the strawberry, but then you get a coconut aftertaste that makes me go blah, 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 blah. Tom says, am I working 8 or 12-hour shifts? He says, when I moved to Ireland, as far as I know, they mostly have 8-hour shifts. So when I buy a PC, we can schedule then the stream time. Normally 8 on an everyday, Monday through Friday basis, from October 15th to December 7th. It can range anywhere from at the least 9, at the most 14, 15, it just depends. But the normal schedule is 8. But I'm lucky as shit because I don't have travel time. So my job happens from right here. Alright, Jack plays. See you later, buddy. I'll be checking to make sure I'm subbed to you. I want to be a Jack player. Connor Creed, what's up, Var? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. I like that he has the nickname, Jack Players. My subs are Nationeers, I think. That's what I went with, but that can be changed. Everybody's just the nation. That's you're all the nation. I'm just going to stop calling you by names, too. I'm just going to call you Nation. I'm really happy that Stephen Colbert's show is off the air. And I can do that now, because he used to address the nation. I did that before he did, damn it. Well, maybe not before he did in his career, but but before he did on Comedy Central anyway, because I did it on the radio. And then he started doing it on Comedy Central, and I had to stop because I felt like people would think I was copying him, obviously, because I was a no-name, small-town DJ, and he was Stephen Colbert. But now that he doesn't have his show, and I know he has a show, but he doesn't have the same show. I don't know if he still says that or not. Yeah, somebody else took his show, so that's mine. And then now so I took that back. I took it back, and then the play on thing, because I have to have a catchphrase, and for a long time I just said like peace out. Because Lyda used to say that at the end of things in the background. She'd be like, peace out. And so I started adopting that. And then for the longest time, I don't know if you guys are aware of what Movie Gallery is, but it's a movie rental. It was a movie rental store. Similar to like Blockbuster Video or any of those other video rental stores. Well, Movie Gallery was fairly big in the, I'm going to say, maybe like the southern eastern states and the Midwest United States. I don't know how far east they actually went. But in this area, there was like 3 different movie galleries you could go to. They were everywhere. Hi, Black Canary. You want to chat? What? You want to duel me? Black Canary's going to beat my ass now, everybody, because I can't say no to a lady, especially Black Canary.
2, 1.
I'm sorry for what you're about to witness, which is Black Canary whooping my ass. But that's what should happen, actually. She should whoop my ass. But you know what? Can I use a supercharge on her? I'm going to. That's kind of a dick thing to do in PvP, I think, but I'm doing it. So anyway, Movie Gallery's thing was play on. At the end of all their commercials, they would say it'd be Movie Gallery, play on, play on, play on. And they went out of business, so their loss, my gain. I took their, because I like that logo, or I like that catchphrase.
You lose.
Yeah, they owe me money, so it's all good. They scammed me. So when they went out of business nationwide, similar to like what Blockbuster I think did, Movie Gallery actually filed bankruptcy, I'm pretty sure. They sold out all of their shit, right? They put their movies for sale for discount prices. They even sold the racks that the movies were sitting on. So I went in one day. I had a pretty good job at the time, and we were decorating our it wasn't a good job. It was a good paying job. It was a real shitty job, but it was a good paying job. And I went in feeling all fucking cool about myself, and I noticed that they were selling all of their DVD stands that they had their shit sitting on. And I was like, I will buy them, but I cannot take them with me right now. And so they were like, okay, well, here's what you got to do. You got to pay for them, and then before we shut down, close our doors, we'll call you and tell you to come and get them. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So, and my wife told me not to do it, but so I paid for them. I paid for a lot of them, actually, and because I was gonna use them to fill an entire room in our house, because we had a bunch of DVDs and movies and shit. And never got a call. Started to wonder about it. Went over to the store, the location where I had prepaid the money, and there was a sign on the door that said they were closed. There was nothing inside the building, and they flat out disappeared on me. So I called what had been the 800 number for the company, and they were like, we have no idea. That must have been a deal that you made with, the local shop owner or whatever. You're basically screwed. And so Movie Gallery can suck it. I'm not sad that they went out of business. Actually, I kind of am. Lida work. We had a good experience. I mean, overall with them. Lida worked there for years, and we used to get all kinds of cool shit from there. All the standees that they had. I've got we had a bunch of stuff. Posters, free rentals. It was crazy. We were just talking about yesterday how awesome that was, because we were like young, didn't have a lot of money to spend necessarily. She worked there, and we just got free entertainment all the time. So anyway, back to the chat. Connor said, I just made a quantum tune the other day, and it's been fun leveling.
Do you need a dive change, mister? Yeah!
Oh, cool. Connor, that's cool. Or excuse me, Tom, that's cool. He says maybe in the February or mid-March. If it's March, we can do it about the time as my birthday celebration. That's kind of cool. Tom says, you know what's a shitty job? My dad cleans stables where bulls are and cleans their shit for $500 a month. Works 12 hours every day. Holy shit, son. $500 a month. That is, I'm sorry for your dad. I can relate to the job, though. My family, I worked in barns and cleaned shit for free my entire life for 12 plus hours a day in the summertime, and it was no fun. I've been knee deep in every kind of farm animal shit you can possibly imagine, and I now live in town in a nice clean house with no animals except us because of it, because that sucked. So that was cute, Connor. Connor Creed says your dad's job sounds like bullshit. And Tom said totally. Oh, you guys cracked me the hell up. That's great. Well, I'm going to go, since we're getting close to the end of the stream, before we do anything else, I'll show you the rotation that I'm using, because Tom had this idea earlier in the stream that at the end I should show the rotations that I'm using with various things. So we will do that. I should have invited that chick to my league, Black Canary. Anyway, so here's what we do. Here's what I do, and the reasons that I do it. Obviously, if you're doing this rotation and you want to be a kick-ass DPS, the first thing that you're gonna start doing in every situation, I feel like I shouldn't say this every time because it's kind of a no-brainer at this point, but there are people playing who may be new to the game. You're always going to want to focus on superpowers when you're using play from the tray loadouts, which is what I'm doing, which is playing completely with powers. I'm not using weapon attacks at all. You're going to want to put as many skill points in critical attack chance and critical attack damage as you can, ideally you're going to fill those up. Then you're going to move on to might and power, and you're going to put as many in might and power as you possibly can. And that's how you want to put your skill points. As far as your mods on your gear, I'm not modding this early on in the game with this tune, but if you do, you're going to want to go either full might if you have enough skill points to have a lot in might and power, or you're going to want to mod split might and power, because power back is crap in this game now. Don't need iconic powers for this one. Acrobatics, I just put the 1, so I have my speed mode. Weapons, actually I do have a few combos. I have no idea why I did that. I shouldn't, but I would normally just have 1 in the weapon combo, or in the first slot there. And my loadout is this. And I always go right to left, and I start with right trigger powers and I move to left trigger powers. So my rotation is like a circle. I go square, triangle on the right trigger, and then I go left trigger, X, square, triangle. So I start with Singularity, which creates a black hole near your target, damaging and leveling it. Nearby enemies are damaged and pulled towards the void. After a short time, the Singularity will explode, damaging nearby enemies and knocking them down. I use that first because it puts a graviton charge on my enemies, and it makes them vulnerable to gravitational fluctuations. From there, I move to Gravity Bomb, which launches an explosive gravity bomb at your enemies, damaging them. Graviton charged enemies take additional damage. The next power that I use in the lineup is hard to say. Alcubierre Wave. You fold. That's basically fold space-time, damaging enemies ahead of you. Enemies immediately behind you are damaged and warped in front of you. Graviton charged enemies again take additional damage, and these enemies will stay graviton charged basically until you get through your loadout. The next power that I use is Inspiral Waves. Send Inspiral gravitational waves towards your enemies, damaging them. Graviton charged enemies take additional damage, and I wrap it up, if I have to, with Einstein's Ray for basically the I don't know what you would call it, the final attack. You create a strong gravitational force, damaging your target and dragging it towards you. Don't necessarily have to use this power very often, but when you're in low level stuff, sometimes it's helpful to have a pull in case you just want to single out, like, 1 or so enemies. But again, gravitational charged enemies take additional damage. So that is the little loadout that I'm using as I level. I use Temporal Vortex as my supercharge, and that's working pretty good right now. I don't know exactly how that's going to work once I get into higher tiered content or stuff that matters, but we'll see. And we may change that rotation, but for right now, that's the best abilities I have access to. So I've made do with what I can use. So get back to the chat here real quick. Oh, Connor Creed's new Quantum tune is called Limit Breaker Goku. That's cool.
The wrath of a hero. Delicious.
And you guys are now talking about things I know nothing about, so I think that is I think we've traveled into Dragon Ball speak. And I get lost because I'm not familiar with who Jiren is, I guess, and Ultra Instinct. So that's cool. Nice. Well, I'm glad that you guys are... It's Dragon Ball Super. Okay. Sorry, man. See how behind I am? And I don't know what the hell I'm talking about? It's pretty obvious just from me saying one thing about it. Let's go into the Memorial Hospital, shall we? And defeat Brother Blood.
Yuck. All these demons in here cannot be sanitary. They all feed
Yeah, I like
Blood's
that Diamond
rituals,
Mist
so
aura
take
too.
them out and drain his power.
It costs a lot of quarks, but I feel like it's beautiful.
Make a jerk disappear.
If you would be so kind.
Could you possibly collect samples from the fallen demons to compare?
Uh-oh.
Great entrance. Help me take out these lust things. Come on, follow me.
Oh my, look at that. Goku obtained Ultra... Are these spoilers? Goku obtained Ultra Instinct, which is that his body moves without thinking, makes him able to dodge any danger. That is flippin' awesome. That is flippin' awesome. So how could you possibly beat him?
Let you pass.
What if two guys that had Ultra Instinct went at each other? Would they both be countering each other's attacks as fast as they're doing them? And then would it just be a never-ending fight? I'm digging that. Sounds like Goku just gained the ability to maybe hold up his own in a fight against Superman. You know, that is that's like an ongoing question, is who would win in a fight. And if he can do that, he may have a chance. Except if he was fighting a Green Lantern, because in theory the Green Lantern ring is supposed to do that as well, but it doesn't seem to in most cases. I don't think they ever have written it to do something like that, even though one of the powers of the Green Lantern ring is that it is supposed to deflect or dodge all incoming damage, even at the speed of light. But, you know, they don't follow that very often. If ever. Because I guess it would be boring if they couldn't get hurt. I would like it, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Because I like shit like that. I like to say, like, okay, Goku just became one of my favorite characters. Because, like, I like heroes that can't be defeated. I don't know why. Like, I don't want to see the guy struggle. You know? If I'm in a situation where I'm potentially going to be harmed, I don't want to see the dude saving me struggle. I want to see him kick amazing ass and not be stopped. I want it to be like the bad guy hits him with something and whatever he hits him with just shatters, and my hero looks at him and he's like, is that supposed to hurt me? Or, you know, I don't really know what to do next. Like One Punch Man. Do you guys watch One Punch Man? Or do you know what that is? I dig the shit out of that show. He's just like, he's actually upset that no one can defeat, that no fight is a challenge for him, because he can defeat everything with one punch.
Stop! I'll starve! Time to hit the gym.
He obtained that when he was near... Oh shit, okay, gotta go back. Let me get to a safe spot here. Hey, let's go behind the desk. Do 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 do. It looks like we're in the hospital, the mental hospital in Legion right now after the big nasty fight scene. Have I seen the premieres for the Arrowverse shows? I have seen Supergirl now. We watched Supergirl, Flash. We did not watch Arrow. We watched Legends of Tomorrow. I'm super not happy with Legends of Tomorrow right now. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know if you guys want me to go into much detail on why I'm not happy with it, but it's not the show itself, it's the attitude of the show. They're putting down the heroes all the time. It just pisses me off. I'm like, hey, these guys saved the universe. Why do you have to be such dicks to them? Supergirl was pretty good. Flash was pretty good. I'm a little upset that Barry's... Okay, I'm going to stop because there may be spoilers. I'm just a little upset that I didn't get as much of what I wanted. And what I want is Wally to be the Flash for an extended period of time. Not the entire season, but, you know, maybe 3 or 4 episodes would have been nice. I really like Wally. He's my favorite. And the more he plays the role, the more like Wally he acts. That's another thing I like about it. He's really fallen into the character very well. Hey, money. Want some money? Connor loves One Punch Man. Very cool. I dig that show, man. I think I'm actually only about 4 episodes in to the... I don't know if there's more than 1 season or not. But whatever's on Netflix, I've been watching it. And I definitely like it. I do wish I didn't have to read it so much, because I'm not a big fan of reading, but it's worth it, actually. It actually is worth it. See, there's a situation where you can use Einstein's ray. You just needed to do the one, you know, just a little bit of a hit. Not a whole lot of trouble there. Okay, so this is what I was going to read. Tom says, well, he obtained that. Hey, he broke himself upon me. Tom says, well, he obtained that when he was in near-death situation and breaks his limit to go even further beyond. He is basically true God status. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I hope they introduce Bart Allen to the Flash. I would love to see that. Bart is a real cool character. You know, they have every opportunity to do it. They've already talked about the future kind of stuff. It'd be really cool. He could be traveling back. The only problem, like, that I see with it is, in the comics, when Bart came back, it was kind of unheard of for time travel to be happening. It was like there wasn't much of that going on. And then Bart, you know, he had come back in time, and it was kind of a big deal that at the time he couldn't really get back to the future. So now it would be a little bit hard to do that because we've seen Barry do it so many times. It's like, oh yeah, time travel is not a thing. It's like not hard to do anymore for speedsters. The other thing is, did anybody notice, if you've seen that episode, who shows up at the end? Yeah. I'm not going to say it for anybody who hasn't seen the episode yet. Very, very famous DC Comics character, not in the way that you might be thinking from my lead-in, but think Crisis. Think Infinite Crisis. Think Crisis on Infinite Earths. Think any Crisis, really. And then throw time travel in there, and you probably know who I'm talking about. And then I'll throw in there, his chair is in this game. That's the spoil. That's my... You should be able to figure it out from that. And if you can't, just go on the broker, look for the highest priced chair. I think it's probably the highest priced chair. I don't know if it still is or not, but and then you'll know at least the chair, and if you Google the chair name, you will find the rider of the chair. The sitter, I guess. The chair's sitter. Tom says, well, you can't compare Superman to no one because he is inconsistent with his power and does not have one writer that's wrote him. That's one thing. I don't like Superman to compare to others. That's true, because you don't know this far, but they discussed on Superman versus Jiren, we were talking about, that Jiren from the DB Super is stronger than Superman, but not stronger than Cosmic Armor Superman. Interesting. And I would guess he's maybe not stronger than Silver Age Superman, because he was pretty all powerful in the Silver Age. But yeah, you're right. They're not consistent with him at all. And that's kind of one thing that pisses me off about DC in a lot of situations, is because you know, I might like a character for a specific reason, and then the next time they change shit, that reason no longer exists. And so it's like, oh, that sucks. And it kind of makes me mad when I see Superman in other movies and in other TV shows, because I'm like, hey, he shouldn't have a problem doing that. But he does, because this writer decided that he shouldn't be powerful enough to do it. And I'm like, well, you know, in this movie, he lifted a planet, or, you know, basically a hemisphere made of Krypton and flung it into the atmosphere. But in this movie, he has a hard time, you know,
it is difficult to resist the temptation
keeping an oil rig from sinking or whatever, you know. So it's like,
Blasphemers.
what the hell?
They dare to interrupt.
You never
our
know what you're
summoning?
gonna get.
Destroy them! Kill the blasphemer! Shun the non-believer!
Ah, the crossover is confirmed to be something with Earth X. That's cool. I didn't realize that. And what the hell is Earth X? I haven't kept up with the new stuff very much at all. So if it's a crossover with...
You trifle with the power of Trigon. Demons arise.
I'm sorry, I
and
just got
destroy
lost
them.
in my own thought there, but if they're gonna do that, could they bring Welling in? I know he mentioned recently that he had an idea for coming on the Flash, and he'd be happy if they took it. That would be kick-ass. DCU's Peter Parker is back. Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining the stream. You are back for what I will call the very butt of our stream, because I'm actually about to finish here after I beat Brother Blood, but nonetheless, you are back, and I appreciate it, man.
Brother Blood has targeted. Rise, demons, rise!
It's probably more like the taint of the stream, because we're not quite to the butt, but we're towards the end of the taint, so we'll be... Holy crap, these demons are pissed. It's a colorful night, in case you've been wondering. It's a late stream, and we've been fully taking advantage of the lateness. Well, maybe not fully, but pretty much. I have. Except for when we talked about Tom's dad's job and being bullshit. Because literally it is.
Brother Blood, wait for Raven.
Heal myself with blood. When the world burns, only the devoted.
Tom said that made
While
no
you
sense.
will be nothing
Yeah,
but
yeah, it
ash.
didn't. Come on, brother. Brother Blood.
Stop Brother Blood from torturing Dr. Fate.
Burn! Burn in demonic fire!
I don't want to burn. If anybody, and I know I keep saying this, but if anybody watches Hemlock Grove, that shit is getting so good. I'm on season 3 now, and unfortunately it's the last season, so I gotta slow down a bit. But that show has been phenomenal. Do I have Batman? I do have Batman. I think. You talking about Legends characters? Because I'm pretty sure I do.
No matter how you fight, Raven, your fate is to be my bride and sit on the throne of blood.
I'll die before I become your wife, Blood.
What?
That, my dear, can be arranged.
Don't die. Is that Raven saying that?
This is your curtain call.
Oh, do I have a Batman tune? I do. His name is Dark Knight JLA. Whoa, hello, Supercharge. That worked out pretty good.
Rise, and then you will burn.
Ooh, we got small demonic wings. Which one gives us more might? The wings. Let's take the wings. And talk to Dr. Fate. Is there anything else in here we need? I feel like I did not get everything. Sometimes they like to hide stuff back there. Yep, it's right there. Okay. I guess we're good. Yeah, you probably have seen me. Everyone's seen me, Peter. Remember? I'll go show them to you. Actually, I'll log up. I'll do the. I'll do our little outro from the login screen, and that way you can see him. Right now, he's wearing the.
Greed.
Okay, we don't need to see that. Right now, he's wearing the Batman Beyond stuff. Small bloodbaths. That's right. I think I got most of them because I was trying to pay attention to that. Is there any in here? If not, I'll come back, but it's not a huge area. We can get through it fairly quickly here. We can run at the speed of acrobatics, which is fairly fast. I know that that's because they made it that way. I was running beside a speedster, and I was like, wow, you're doing a lot of work for the same thing I'm doing, and we're going the same speed. It's actually kind of weak. They should have. I know that all, you know, they just try to make everything equal so that nobody's like. But seriously, speed should be faster than us. Speed should be faster than, I think, flight even, for the most part. I mean, maybe if you were a Kryptonian or, you know, some flight is not going to be as fast as everyone's. You know, Superman may be a hell of a lot faster flyer than, say, Liberty Bell or something, you know. Just based on the way they fly. There's one. Oh, that wasn't the last one, apparently. Yeah, Connor, the new Batman Beyond style is tradable. Killer the Potato. That's a kick-ass name. Hey, I'm new here. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Killer the Potato. I like your name. Thank you for joining the stream. I love potatoes, but I love to kill them as well because I like to eat them, so... There's got to be... There can't be more than one more. There it is! Nope, there's more than one more. These little buggers. They're hiding. They're so tiny. Was that... Oh. Ooh, I can pick up the mop bucket, though. Or, that's not a mop bucket, is it? No, it's a... EKG thing or something. We'll trash that. Get on back to the business of finding these little bloodbaths. Huh? I must have missed one somewhere in there. Connor only says he only still has the shoulders. Fall. There we go. Shoulders, waist, and feet style, which suck because I want to get the entire set for my Batman Beyond character. Yeah, and it seems like, well, it doesn't seem like it is. The shoulders, waist, and feet style is the one you get the most, and so yeah, it's kind of frustrating. But I love those feet, those boots. They look awesome. I want every tune I have to have that. Is there one hiding out somewhere? Back there? No. Pretty sure I got the first one when I came in. Alright, well, that's gonna have to wait then. Because I want to show... Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and show you my Batman character anyway. I know everyone's seen it, but Peter Parker might not have. He may or may not have seen it, so...
You have triumphed.
I have
Trigon
triumphed.
will not rise this day. Brother Blood
Thanks.
must replenish his...
Alright, so here we go. But anyway, thank you guys for joining the stream. While we're logging out here, I'll go through and thank everyone. Connor Creed, Killer the Potato for joining the first time. DCUO's Peter Parker, Tom. We had... Shadow Dragon, I know, was on the stream. Thank you for joining, Shadow. Jack Plays MC2 was on the stream. Thank you, Jack, for joining. And I want to see who else we had in the chat. That might have been it in the chat. Legendary Superman was in the chat. Thank you, Legendary Superman, for joining the stream and the chat. And thank you guys for all being here today. Be sure to jump up and give the stream a like before you take off. It will be up on YouTube in about an hour, so you can like and share it there. There's my Dark Knight JLA tune in the full Batman Beyond gear. And if you're not a sub to the channel, please. I did my new sub shout outs at the beginning of the stream, and so thank you to all new subs. I will be back on streaming again on Wednesday. Will probably be around the same time. It's going to be hard for me to do early streams this week. Most of those are now going to fall on weekends. But I will see you guys Wednesday. Thank you all for hanging out with me here once again. For Lyda and Bodhi, this is Rockvar saying play on.